All right, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. The Project Rizzlers Mega Draft Finals between Chosen and Jordan, best of 5. Who's going to win? We're going to find out in just one sec. So on one side, we have Chosen, who has gone undefeated, 2-0 flawless, 2-0 bubbles, and looking pretty strong right now. Hasn't lost a single game, while on the other hand, Jordan has lost a few games, but he has gone against better players. Went 2-0 against Ugarte and went 2-1 against Bexra. I think this could go either way. Chosen might be the better draft picker here, but Jordan is also pretty good at adapting to cards that he's not used to. All right, here we go. Game number 1 of the best of 5. So immediately, yeah, Poison is the best big spell here, and the store is gonna go ahead and take that. Chosen responding with the second best small spell here, the Log. And this is gonna be really tough for Jordan if Chosen picks Wall Breakers, Drill, because Zap doesn't do good against it. Void is definitely not an option here. And there we go. Jordan's favorite card, the Monk. Gonna come into play here in game number 1. If I were Chosen, I think I'd pick he needs something to kill this Firecracker, I think. But there isn't a lot of options. The Miner, I guess, is one thing. So Jordan's gonna have to pick like something that can catch the Miner. Instead goes E-Giant and Wall Breakers. Wow. I was expecting Wall Breakers, but definitely not the E-Giant play. And Jordan's gonna full counter this E-Giant with the P.E.K.K.A. and Tombstone. And Monk does pretty good against E-Giant. So I'm really not entirely sure why he picked the E-Giant here. Ooh, but he goes for the Inferno Tower and the Zap. So then if Jordan picks the Bats to distract the Inferno Tower, he has Zap for that. Alright, Valkyrie and Minions. Okay, Minions are good here because Zap doesn't kill them, so Minions are going to be able to distract the Inferno Tower. Chosen's going to be playing them, I think, either down low or next to his tower. And he goes for the Drill. So no small spell for Jordan. I don't know if Drill is going to be the best option here. And the 2 Elixir Berserker is going to be a great counter for Drill. Especially since there's no knockback, no snowball, no fireball. Berserker is going to be on that Drill every single time. And Jordan can't really do anything but poison it. And even then, that's not a very good option. And there we go, just like I was talking about. Berserker on the Drill, there's nothing you can do to support that. Wall Breakers pressure opposite lane, Valkyrie down in response. And Chosen leaking a little bit here. Maybe he's got a pretty bad hand. Zap coming down. He's going to take care of that. And Chosen gets a nice little chip here on the left. Which is going to be huge because Chosen doesn't have a big spell. So right now he needs all the chip he can get. We do see the Drill paired with the Monk, and Log is out of cycle. But he goes Goblin Gang. Are we going to see Poison? Yes, we do. Oh, wait, there's no Log. No Log in cycle. Those Goblins are on tower. That is huge damage for Jordan. Minor Wall Breakers opposite lane, but he's just going to have the Tombstone. Oh, doesn't need to. Goes for the Valkyrie. And again, minions to pressure, knowing Goblin Giant is out of cycle. Or sorry, not Goblin Giant, Goblin Gang's out of cycle. Tombstone is going to counter pretty nicely here. And Chosen decides to pressure with the Berserker. But the E-Giant doesn't get that one last hit. And that's going to be easily countered. And Jordan, knowing that Chosen's probably going to try to activate King, so he's going to go on the offensive, forcing Chosen to play defense so he can't get that King Tower up. Has the Valk on one side. He's going to eat these wall breakers on the left. This might be something here. Berserker, Goblin Gang. Knowing Valkyrie's out of cycle, but Firecracker's going to do a great job. Oh, but these spears are getting quite a lot. And all of a sudden, Chosen is back in this one. Oh, but the log is cycled once again. I don't know if that's going to be a mistake. Nope, Berserker is in hand. Minor wall breakers, left lane. Oh, Tombstone just barely down in time. This is pretty close. Chosen needs one good minor wall breaker. He's outcycled the Tombstone. Valkyrie's going to miss one wall breaker. This is huge. 766 to 592. 2 minutes remaining. Zap cycled on the minions. Monk in the back. I don't know about this. He's gonna mire to the inside third spot. Get wall breakers down. Tombstone high. Jordan needs to go for a drill poison right now. There it is. Firecracker gets one shot because of that one goblin. Log down. Will the Firecracker get another shot? No, it will not. Zap and Log has to take care of it. He has to catch this miner. He catches the miner. Does he have Tombstone? Yes, he does. Wall breakers are not going anywhere. And here we go. Drilled down. Poison's probably going to come in. Infernal Tower catches it, but nothing for the Firecracker. And that is going to be it. Game number 1 goes to Jordan. Wow, what a game. Chosen knew exactly when to pressure with minor wall breakers because he knew Jordan would spend everything on the right at that one moment, but that just wasn't enough to take the lead. And as it gets into triple, when he goes for the drill, not only does he have to defend the drill knowing the poison is going to come down, he has to predict the Firecracker, which we saw he couldn't do at the end there. And here we go, game number 2. So some pretty good spells here. Arrows, lightning, and Chosen goes ahead and picks the lightning. I would definitely pick arrows here. Maybe arrows log. Yep, there it is. So since Chosen does have the lightning, I don't think Jordan's gonna pick anything like E-Drag, Flying Machine, Magic Archer. Um, hmm. Inferno Drag could be a good one, because it doesn't die to lightning. Oh, but Chosen takes it. So now Jordan is kind of forced to pick these lightning-able cards. And he goes for the recruits. Which is a good play, but I mean there's also a lot of splash damage cards. There's the Mega Knight, there's the Bomber, Witch, Sparky, Skelly King, Bomb Tower, like there's just so much. Flying Machine down, okay. I guess Flying Machine is actually the best answer because Flying Machine can be placed in the middle, and I mean Chosen could miss a lightning, you know. But yeah, Bomb Tower down for Chosen. So these recruits are pretty much gonna go nowhere. And he goes for the Mega Knight. So Chosen, I don't think he's not really building a good deck. He's just building counters, which is a good play here because I mean, that's one of the strategies to win a Mega Draft battle. Mini P.E.K.K.A. E-Drag. The lightning is going to be the biggest problem here. But I think what Jordan wants to do is he wants to split lane so you can't lightning. And I don't know about the wall breakers here because there's log and arrows. And he goes for the bomber. Good news though, the bomber will die to arrows. And cage here, just some extra DPS. Maybe even for lightning blocks. And a witch from Chosen, knowing that Jordan has no big spell to take that out. So pretty heavy deck from both sides here. I think Chosen's is heavier. With that lightning, Mega Knight, and witch. And I don't think he has a small spell, so this Goblin Barrel is going to be pretty hard to deal with. Both players here leaking, heading into just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And yeah, I mean, since they both picked heavy decks, probably not going to want to make the first move. As it gets into double, I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea to wait until double if you're Jordan, at least, because when you get into double, it's just going to be easier for Chosen to counter. Not even like a Goblin Barrel first play. Even that would be okay, but I guess he doesn't have it in hand. And here we go. Jordan goes out with the E-Drag and an immediate lightning. Flying Machine at the river. Very interesting choice by Jordan. Forces out the Inferno Dragon, but I'm not entirely sure what his goal was there. Inferno Dragon gonna get a little sizzle and force out arrows as well. Both players pretty even now and heading into double elixir time. Jordan throws out the first Goblin Barrel. Mega Knight on top, Little Prince on the bottom. Counters that pretty well. And Witch in the back. This is going to be really hard to stop. Oh man. Recruits down on the Witch. Log to help out. He's going to barely defend here. But Bomber and Little Prince is going to clean up everything, and he has no counter push. Ooh, Mega Knight down in front of this Bomber. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to get the Bomber out of the way, but now he has nothing for this. Oh, no, he's got Cage. And good high Cage there to avoid the lightning. Log down on the Witch as well. Tower will target the Witch, but skeletons are gonna. Oh no, not skeletons. But the Witch is gonna get some nice damage. Goblin Barrel in. Flying Machine is tanking. What is Chosen doing? Bomber down? That Flying Machine got so much. Arrows down on the Bomber. Probably gonna see our high recruits. There it is. But the Witch is gonna take this out pretty quickly. And Jordan is low on elixir. Log down, gets the wall breakers. Has the Cage. He's gonna try to save up for an E-Drag, but oh man, wait, E-Drag is actually gonna clutch up here, I think. Oh no, it doesn't take out the Little Prince. Mega Knight down. Jordan is so low. Mini P.E.K.K.A. trying to. Oh, he's actually gonna defend this. Log down. Cage is probably gonna come in here. High Cage. And Chosen is just gonna keep up the pressure. He can't let Jordan get back on offense. He can't even let him breathe for a little moment. Are we gonna see lightning down on this Flying Machine? No. Goblin Barrel in. Has to defend here. Mega Knight down. Perfect defense. Takes no damage. Flying Machine does unlock on the Little Prince, so... Oh man, it's going to be really hard to defend. Recruit's probably going to come down. Arrows on the Bomber. Good timing. And we're probably going to see a high E-Drag here. No, Log to reset the Little Prince. High E-Drag now, but the Lightning still gets it. Inferno Dragon. Inferno Dragon's locked on. That's going to be it. One Lightning away. Mega Knight jumps on the mini pack. That doesn't matter. Chosen back to Lightning. And Chosen takes game number 2. Striking back is the American. And we are at 1-1. Hopping into our third game. And this time we get a lot of decent spells. We have the Poison, Lightning, Arrows, and the Curse. But Jordan this time, I'm going to go with the Lightning. I think you realize that Lightning is pretty frustrating. Since that last game, Lightning pretty much won Chosen's game. So he's going to go and pick it now. And Chosen's going to take away his favorite card, the Monk. So yeah, Lightning is a good option here. There's a lot of 4 elixir support cards like the Musketeer, Magic Archer, Hunter, Phoenix that get countered by Lightning very easily. So I like that pick. And Chosen going to go with the Curse. I'm not sure about that. There's not a ton of Swarm. Besides maybe the Tombstone. And Phoenix is a great pick here because Phoenix doesn't get reflected by the Monk, and Poison also doesn't do very well against Phoenix. And what's going to happen here is Jordan's going to be stacking up Phoenixes, and Chosen's going to be forced to pick like a support unit to get it off the board. So far, he hasn't done so. But when he does pick a support unit like Hunter or Musketeer, Lightning is going to be there to get it off the board. Lumberjack and Goblin Hut picked here. Those are okay defenses, but yeah, I'm liking Jordan's deck right now more because there's you've got a big tank, you have a lot of bridge spam options, great spells, and a flying unit that so far Chosen cannot kill. Skelly Barrel down also. Not entirely sure about this play because there's the E-Spirit and the Goblin Curse for Chosen. And a Fire Spirit, so double Spirit here from Chosen. And he still has yet to pick an air card. Besides the Goblin Hut, I guess, but Goblin Hut isn't going to do that well against Phoenix either. And Battle Ram as the last card. Graveyard? This is looking like a really bad deck. Skelly Barrel down. E-Spirit is out of cycle, so he has to play that Hut high. So already a great exchange from Jordan. Lumberjack isn't really going to require a response. He's going to let that go. Take the elixir advantage. And probably just set up for a big push. He does have to be careful though. He can't go Mega Knight in the back. Because if he does that, there's a chance Chosen might go Monk Graveyard. Oh, but seeing Goblin Hut is out of cycle. He's going to go with the Battle Ram and Mega Knight to support it. And Phoenix behind, hoping he can take these 2 tanks out quickly. But the Monk actually does a pretty nice job against the Mega Knight. Bear Goblin is probably going to require a response, and there it is, the Ghost to clean everything up. And Chosen's going to let this go. So yeah, right now he's probably just trying to figure out when can I get a graveyard down, and if I do, how can I be prepared to stop these counter pushes? E-Spirit will clean it up and goes ahead and does the Goblin Curse, maybe try to force out an arrows or some kind of response. But Tombstone's a great pick here. Jordan knowing I don't want to waste my arrows just in case he goes for a graveyard. I need a spell to take those skeletons out. And yeah, Battle Ram down. Ooh, an aggressive lightning. I don't know about that. But he does kind of make Chosen panic a little bit. Ghost is going to be at 1 HP. Super frustrating. Has to force out an E-Spirit. And now we're probably going to see a Skeleton Barrel here. Skeleton Barrel maybe on the right? Nope. Fire Spirit will get some nice chip and poison down on the Tombstone. Phoenix down in the back, and Monk Graveyard. Mega Knight to block, and Ghost to defend the Graveyard. Oh, but the Ghost is drunk or something. Doesn't get that first hit in, so a couple skeletons do get on tower. Arrows take out those two Goblin Huts. And now, oh man, no Goblin Hut in cycle. This is going to be incredibly hard to stop. E-Spirit used, so Skeleton Barrel down on one lane, but right back to another Goblin Hut is chosen. And wow, he actually defended that. And he might even go for another Graveyard, and he does. No Ghost here. Probably gonna Mega Knight last second. Yep. Does get it down, but he's getting a lot of damage. And kind of like a desperation Lumberjack. I see what he was going for. He knows this counter push is gonna be hard to defend, so he tries to force out something. Oh man, this Monk needs to be taken care of. Skeletons do. Oh, Skeletons take out the Goblin Hut. That Battle Ram's connecting. Lightning down as well. Lumberjack is down. Double Spirit trying to defend. And okay, Chosen is still in the lead here. Mega Knight down in the back. He's gonna be setting up another big push, but Poison cycled on the tower. Chosen doesn't really care about Poison value right now. He just needs tower damage. Lumberjack to protect the hut. Lightning down on the hut. Skeleton Barrel is gonna require a Spirit yet, and we see a Goblin Curse to just spawn out a bunch of goblins. Arrows down. Goblin Hut does delay the Battle Ram. He needs to get down another Spirit. No, Goblin Curse down, but Goblin Curse doesn't take out the skeletons fast enough. Oh my god, this is so close. 30 seconds left. Poison down. He's gonna try to get a Graveyard last second, but Jordan isn't gonna let him. Lightning down. Skeleton Barrel in. He's gonna force out so much responses. He doesn't have the Goblin Hut. Now he does. 15 seconds left on the clock. Oh my god, Chosen Graveyard down. He does block the river. Arrows down. He has to get a Lightning. I think Chosen got this one. Oh my god, he stole it. Chosen takes game number 3. Arguably a difficult matchup, but wow, Goblin Hut and Monk managing to stop all of those pushes, and now he's 1 game away from being the champion. Alright, heading into game number 4, potentially our last game of the day. Chosen is 1 game away from becoming the champion. Jordan probably kind of feeling the pressure now too, because, I mean, last deck he had a really nice deck. Sorry, last game. Last game he had a really nice deck. But it was really just the Monk. I feel like, if I remember correctly, he didn't have anything to support the Mega Knight really, besides the Phoenix. But the Phoenix, I think, was always played in the middle, trying to get the Goblin Hut off the board. So that Monk surviving means Mega Knight is down, and when Mega Knight is down, Skeleton Barrel and Battle Ram are going to be pretty easy to defend. But now Jordan back with his favorite card, the Monk, and Executioner played here, or picked here from Chosen. Valkyrie down as well. These are really safe cards. Valkyrie and Executioner, they're great defenses. Monk doesn't actually counter Executioner fully. Like, it does stop like a few of its swings, but in the end the Executioner will survive. So I think that's why he picked Executioner. If I'm Chosen though, I might have picked Zappies, or I will pick it soon, because I know Jordan doesn't have poison, and there's not really any other spell that can take out the Zappies. And also Zappies are pretty good against the Monk. Poison, Delivery, Executioner. Chosen's gonna pick all the defensive cards here. He's gonna play it really safe. He knows he's one game away, so he's not gonna go for anything risky. On the other hand, though, Jordan's also playing it kind of safe. A lot of splash cards: Ghost, Dark Prince, Bomb Tower. Maybe he's predicting like a Hog Rider pick here from Chosen. And he goes for the Ice Golem too. And there it is, the Zappies pick. I'm not sure if Arrow's Rage takes it out. I know Arrow's Zap probably takes out Zappies, but I'm not entirely sure if Arrow's Rage takes it out. What is going to be the win condition here for Jordan and Chosen? I'm honestly not too sure. Graveyard. Okay, oh, Graveyard Ram Rider. Oh, that's a tough one. I kind of forgot. I think Zappies may be the only stun troop for the Ram Rider, so if you can get Arrow's Rage on the Zappies, Ram Rider will break through. Zappies split here in the back, and an early Bomb Tower from Jordan. Ice Golem also set in the back, responded by a Monk. And E-Barb split in the back. Wow. Probably going to see minions on the left. There it is. Executioner is also out of cycle, so this is perfect. Oh, but he has delivery, I forgot. Ooh, Zappy's played a little bit late, so Ghost gets 2 hits on tower. So, I mean, while Chosen picked a lot of defensive cards, his only offense is like Ice Golem Graveyard, because E-Barbs are going to be countered really well. Delivery can't kill anything on the other side of the board. Chosen's going to rely on his Graveyard Poisons here. Yeah, minions to pressure, and oh, no, I guess no delivery in cycle, so Executioner is going to get kind of taken down here, although Chosen might put something in front of that. Decides not to. Wait, I think he's going to go Ram Rider, Arrow's Rage on the Zappies. Ghost on the opposite lane, and here we go, Ram Rider. Decides not to go. Oh, but because he knows he doesn't need to, because the Monk is tanking. Gets a huge Ram Rider hit. Ice Golem Graveyard in. Bomb Tower will stop this, most of this at least. And Poison down, just as a desperation, maybe trying to pick the minions. But Dark Prince will do quite a good job. So yeah, while Jordan might not have a big spell, I think he's actually gonna do just fine because Zappies is the only answer for that Ram Rider. But Jordan can defend Graveyard pretty well. Low Bomb Tower. Oh no, wait, Chosen's gonna try to poison Cycle him out, I think. Monk here in the back, maybe? Nope. Goes for the Ram Rider in the back, and now this is not good. Skeletons are being tanked for. That is huge. Where's the Rage? He's gonna go Dark Prince to stop the Executioner, but that was huge damage. What a big mistake from Jordan. He is back to a Ram Rider, though. But I just can't get a good push in. Has to stop the Executioner. Plays the Monk up high just in case Chosen went for a Graveyard there. He literally just needs one Ram Rider push. Ghost down, delivery. Gonna take out the minions. And probably gonna go for a Graveyard here. E-Barbs, Graveyard at 0. One E-Barb is gonna go to tower, I think. Oh no, distracted by the bomb tower. Jordan trying to clean up here with the Ghost and the Rage. Does do enough. Monk, Ram Rider at the Ridge is huge. Monk? Oh, but the Ice Golem to pull the Monk away so the Zappies get on the Ram Rider. Great play from Chosen there. And that just might do it. Graveyard naked, not even worried about a tank. He's just trying to get skeleton damage. Skeletons are getting on tower. Arrows down. The Ram Rider is not going to connect because of Zappies. 2 ghosts down, naked Graveyard again, and you know Poison's going to come down. Chosen is going to be your PR Mega Draft champion. Wow, great plays, great defense. Chosen knew that Zappies was his only counter to the Ram Rider, so he had to protect that as best as possible. Goes for the Ice Golem to pull the Monk away, and Zappies on the Ram Rider, and there's just nothing he could do. GG, well played. Chosen Pig is going to be your PR Mega Draft World Champion.